Make sure to watch until the end. We'll be covering the most scary stories ever told. Trust me, these shocking horror stories and videos are scary. They'll make you scream.
Please like and subscribe Horror and Channel.
In a world where urban legends and spooky tales have the power to send shivers down our spines, few stories strike a chord as deeply as the haunting legend of the Sinister Carnival. This chilling narrative, once dismissed as mere folklore to induce thrill-seeking chills among campfire gatherings, proved to be far more sinister than anyone could have fathomed. The very notion of a malevolent clown named Gigglesworth, his maleficent grin forever etched on a painted face, seemed like a figment of overactive imaginations, until one fateful encounter changed everything. It was during a brisk autumn evening, when the secrets of the universe seemed to dance in the wind and the moon cast an eerie, pale glow upon the world, that the harrowing tale began to unfold. Whispers of the forsaken carnival on the town's outskirts had reached curious ears, stories of its dark history entwined with a twisted clown, the once revered star of the show. Known by the chilling moniker Gigglesworth, this clown bore a grin that never wavered, a grotesque facade hiding unspeakable horrors. The sinister games he played, tales recounted with a shudder, left children scarred and adults speechless. As the tale goes, the carnival's lights had dimmed forever one day, leaving behind an eerie ambiance that penetrated even the hearts of the most courageous souls. Initially, skepticism reigned as the notion of an evil clown haunting the grounds seemed absurd. However, a dare posed by a group of friends soon led to a daring venture into the forgotten carnival's confines. Armed with nothing but a flashlight and an insatiable curiosity, our protagonist ventured past the rusted gates, their heart pounding in a rhythm of both excitement and trepidation. The sight that met their eyes was one of macabre grandeur, as broken rides swayed gently in the breeze, tattered tents sagged under the weight of time, and an air thick with decay hung over the desolate landscape. It was as though the very atmosphere mourned the loss of its former vibrancy. As their explorations took them deeper into this eerie wasteland, faint echoes of laughter reached their ears, the kind of laughter that sends icy tendrils down one's spine. Gradually intensifying, the laughter became both ominous and tantalizing, leading the way to the heart of the carnival. And there, amidst the shadows and remnants of an unhinged amusement park, stood Gigglesworth. His countenance was a living nightmare, a visage of white and red that held hollow, soulless eyes. His grin, a grotesque slash from ear to ear, was complemented by a tattered clown ensemble that fluttered in the chilling breeze. In his bony hand, he clutched a twisted, rusted horn, from which issued the eerie laughter that had drawn our protagonist to this unnerving nexus of the past. Against all reason, the protagonists found themselves following the beckoning finger, descending deeper into the heart of Gigglesworth's domain. The path eventually led to the decaying grandeur of an old circus tent, where a flickering spotlight unveiled a scene both ominous and mystifying. A ringmaster's podium adorned with a weathered book. It was within the pages of this ancient tome that Gigglesworth's voice echoed, spinning tales of horror rendered in blood. Each page bore witness to the sadistic games he had orchestrated, delving into excruciating detail about the suffering he had inflicted upon countless victims. The protagonists found themselves ensnared within this chilling narrative, their eyes locked onto the pages as if held by an invisible force. Suddenly, the tent sprang to life, the very air pulsating with ghostly apparitions, the tormented souls of those unfortunate enough to have crossed paths with Gigglesworth. Their anguished cries mingled with the crescendo of his laughter, as if the very fabric of reality had been twisted into a nightmarish spectacle. Attempts to escape were futile, a mysterious force compelling them to witness the relentless horrors that unfolded. As pages turned, the unimaginable transpired. Their name appeared upon the cursed pages, the words seemingly rearranging themselves to rewrite their fate. Panic surged through every fiber of their being as the realization dawned. They were being inexorably woven into the sinister tapestry of Gigglesworth's sadistic games. The precipice of this nightmare loomed large, seemingly inescapable, until a sudden gust of wind swept through the tent. The spotlight flickered and died. The hold Gigglesworth had exerted waned, and the captive protagonist found themselves propelled into the darkness beyond. Chaos ensued as they stumbled blindly through the void, fueled by an instinctive terror that pushed them to their limits. Bursting out of the tent, they were once again greeted by the cold embrace of night. The carnival lay silent and motionless, devoid of both apparitions and the haunting laughter of Gigglesworth. Without sparing a backward glance, they fled the cursed grounds, a vow echoing through their mind, a vow never to return to the malevolence that lurked within. As weeks turned into days, the protagonist managed to convince themselves that the nightmarish encounter had been nothing more than a grotesque hallucination, a product of an overactive imagination tainted by urban legends. And yet, the line between reality and fiction began to blur when, one ominous night, distant laughter reached their ears, Gigglesworth's laughter. Chalking it up to an exhausted mind playing tricks, they attempted to shake off the haunting sound. But the laughter swelled, growing ever more resonant, ever closer. The air itself turned frigid, bearing the weight of a chilling voice that whispered, "You can never escape my tale." Terrified and desperate to disprove the impossible, they switched on the light, revealing a sight that defied reason. The old, weathered book from the carnival's tent resting innocently on their nightstand. As if guided by an unseen hand, the pages of the book turned on their own volition, once again exposing the protagonist's name upon its cursed pages. A surge of desperation fueled their actions as they tore at the pages, a desperate attempt to sever the ties to this malevolent tale. But defiance met futility, for each torn page regenerated, words etching themselves onto the paper with relentless determination. Gigglesworth's laughter reverberated through the room, a haunting reminder that they were ensnared within his story, a story that was now their own. Thus, the tale of the Sinister Carnival serves as a chilling cautionary tale to those who scoff at the legends of sinister clowns. Beyond the veil of skepticism and rationality, beyond the realm of imagination, lurks the horrifying specter of Gigglesworth. A sentinel of darkness and despair, he lies in wait within the shadows, ever ready to ensnare the unsuspecting and weave them into his nightmarish narrative. The abandoned carnival, once a bastion of laughter and delight, now stands as a grim testament to the reality of its sinister history. And as the echoes of Gigglesworth's laughter reverberate through the corridors of eternity, they serve as a haunting reminder that some legends are more than mere tales. They are harbingers of a malevolence that defies comprehension.
If you enjoyed watching this video, look out for my next amazing video coming shortly.
Please like and subscribe.